everyone, Super Belle Sews. My name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today for the 6th day of Vlogmas. We are almost a week in. I hope you've been enjoying December so far. I'm feeling really good today. So I'm still a bit croaky, but I had a little warm up earlier, and the singing is feeling a lot better than it has for a couple of days. So I'm really hopeful that if I'm careful today, that I will be able to sing fine tomorrow, which is what I've been most worried about, so that's all good. I have almost finished my dress, so I need to just finish the seam around the waist and I need to hem it, so I gave it a trim last night. And yeah, so I'm going to finish that off in a moment. I've had a really productive morning, which I think is why I'm feeling good. I woke up early, sort of naturally, and I really have a habit, because I don't get time off that much. When I have a morning off, I'll sometimes just want to lie in bed on my phone for ages, and then I feel like I lose half the day just doing nothing. Whereas today, which obviously sometimes you need to do, but I've got a lot that I want to get done today. And that includes having some sort of relaxed pampering time later in the day. So I got up and I got to it with sorting out house stuff, cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned, there was an area where we had a couple of boxes that we still haven't unpacked, which is where the Christmas tree is going. So I cleared all that away. I took Nala out for a walk, and yeah, just had a really productive morning. I warmed up a little bit. As I said, voice feeling a little bit better than it has the last couple of days. So I'm feeling good today. It's just nice to have a bit of time to breathe. This weekend is a bit mad. So I've got this concert tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'm taking my hospice choir carol singing in the local shopping centre. And then on Monday, I'm working in school, and then I have that same choir have their Christmas concert on the Monday evening. So there's sort of lots happening the next 3 days. A couple of other carol services next week, and then we're hosting a load of guests next weekend. So I feel like there's lots I need to do to sort of get the house in order. I need to get on top of some of my godchildren are coming round, so I need to make sure I've got all their Christmas presents. And at the moment, I don't. And yeah, there's just lots to do, but I'm feeling it's good to have this sort of day, and to have had yesterday evening to sort out some of the dress stuff. It's taken some of the pressure off today, so I'm feeling good. Now, I have my one calendar to open today, which is Fabric Godmother. This is day 6. It's making quite a loud rattle. It's one of the bigger gifts, as you can see. Let's see. Ooh, oh, these look nice. Oh, wow, they're erasable pens. Oh, please say they're in these colours. They are. Oh my gosh, these look so nice. I can't get the lid off this one. They're pink and purple pens. They're erasable pens. These look so good. I have no idea what brand they are. There's a little, I presume they'll say on the Fabric Godmother Instagram, they say each day. There's this little symbol. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you see that symbol? Which I presume is the branding. I'm guessing these are fabric markers. They feel really nice. They feel like Luxe. A Luxe pen experience. As I was saying, a Luxe pen experience. Sorry, I had to stop the dog barking. These I really like. And they are something, I have fabric markers, but I don't have any in fun colours. I assume they're for fabric. It'd be kind of weird if they weren't, right? All it says is air erasable pen. Bold. I'm going to have to look into what this is, but they look like they're really, really nice quality, and I'm assuming that they're erasable fabric markers. I love those. That is a great gift. I have to say, that is a great gift. I just have been so spoilt with these calendars this year. The Fabric Godmother one was a gift, so not from Fabric Godmother, from some ex-students of mine. So yeah, it's a real treat. I'm enjoying it this year. And I think, obviously, the calendar swap has been really nice as well. And it's a complete surprise what's going to be in there each day. So, yeah, I feel very spoilt this year. And it's definitely, I was chatting to a friend the other day, and she was saying, if you're so stressed with work, why are you posting a vlog every day? But I sort of enjoy having something that's not work related to think about. So having to put like, even on the busiest day, being able to put like a little bit of sewing thought into that day just cheers me up a bit. What can I say? Anyway, so plans for the rest of the day. I am going to go now and finish off the gown. I'm going to try and take some pictures of it in the daylight, because the pictures yesterday were in like artificial light because it was too dark by the time I'd done what I was going to do, which might give you a better idea of the colour. It's looking resplendent in the sunshine right now, I'm not going to lie. So yes, so I'm going to finish that off, and then I am going to do some of my singy stuff. So I'm going to do some warming up, I'm going to do some stretches, I'm going to look over my music. I might have a go on the Shakti mat. So if you don't know what the Shakti mat is, it's a it's like an acupressure mat. So I have the mat and I have the neck thing, because I get a lot of problems with my back. And also it's supposed to help you sleep. And I'm like not a great sleeper, so it's just something I use sometimes. So it helps me relax, even though it's wildly uncomfortable to lie on. So yeah, so I will try and take you along for the ride for as much of that as possible. I have a Lush bath bomb, so tonight I'm gonna really like zen, have a nice bath with my bath bomb. And then tomorrow it's all about like, I have to zhuzh myself up. So because once you go over to the church for the rehearsal, we'll rehearse with the choir and the musicians and stuff. And then we have the concert, so you'll get changed or whatever, but I need to sort of be ready, more or less ready to go. So yeah, I'm just going to get everything together. I need to find my shoes for the dress so that I can get the skirt length right. I know the shoes I want to wear, but I couldn't find them the other day, so I need to stick around for those. And yeah, I'll take you along for the ride. All right, see you later. Again. So I have finished my dress now. She is looking resplendent on the mannequin, and I'm really excited to wear her tomorrow. I've done a little bit of practice. I'm still a little croaky, so I'm just having to be a bit careful it's the balance between wanting my voice to feel sort of used but not tired out. So yeah, I've had a little bit of a warm up, and then later on today I'm going to focus more on the sort of more therapeutic things. I'm going to have a salt gargle, I'm going to have a steam. If I can find my vocal tubes, I'm going to use those so I can show you some of the things I do in using those. But yes, so now I'm back at my machine, and I've decided I'm going to make the bow. Now, I said yesterday I wasn't sure about making a matching bow, if it would be too much. And a few people suggested that I could make a black bow, because I've got obviously the black ribbon ties on the dress. Firstly, I do not have the right fabric in black when I had a look, but also when it all comes to it, I don't know if I quite like something that's like a bit of a contrast in the hair, whereas because my hair's quite dark, it might disappear a bit. So I have decided I'm going to make a red one, and then I may or may not wear it. I'm thinking in terms of styling tomorrow, I'm going to do like an updo, so I'll refresh my hair all tomorrow so it's all curly and fresh and nice. And then I will sort of do a pin twist up with little bits coming down. I'm hoping to have some big earrings. Don't know which ones yet, and then if I can make the bow look cute on the back, I'll go for the bow. And if not, I have some sort of sparkly thing that I can do. So I am using a pattern for this, and that's because I have made bows before and they're always fine, but they never look as neat as these versions I keep seeing. So this is also by the same designer of the Willow dress. So Cinnamon Daisy has a pattern called the Berkeley bow pattern. And I've seen so many people making them up. And they just look so neat and perfect. And I just sort of thought I could fiddle around, or I could just buy the pattern. And it's actually great because I won't go into massive details about how it's put together and stuff, because obviously that's her pattern, Emma's pattern that she put together. So and it's really, I can't remember how much it was. I bought it with another pattern when I was doing some Black Friday shopping. So, but it's very, very reasonably priced. But it basically involves 2 larger rectangles, like this, and then 1 teeny little rectangle like this. So I've been able to take one of the scrap parts of the velvet and make and cut these out, and I've got plenty left. So because there's another part of me thinking, oh, would it be cute to make a few of these and then clip them on the Christmas tree, so it's not just a hair thing. Now I bought some hair clip like, what would you call them, fixtures from Amazon. So I've got a little pack of those. I also think these would be a really cute gift for people. I did a video, I'll try and remember to link it below. I did a video a couple of weeks ago for a gift for November about gifts that you can give people that you don't need to measure for, and bow hair clips would be another really cute one, and you can make it using your scraps and things like that. So this is my first time making this, so we're gonna see how it turns out. But I hopefully by, I would say within the next hour, will have a nice little bow to clip in my hair. Have I, or have I not, just made the cutest little bow in under half an hour? I have! How cute is that? Yeah, I love this. I'm going to try, when I do my hairstyle, I'll try it on, and if it looks good, I will wear it, and if it doesn't, I will not wear it. But, oh, so cute. So quick to sew as well. There's a little bit of machine, a little bit of hand stitching, and then you're done, basically. So pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm really pleased with that. So yes, this is the Berkeley bow by Cinnamon Daisy. You can make bows yourself, but this one is very neat and aesthetically pleasing, and means you don't have to calculate things. So that's great. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make more of these for the tree, and I might make some as little hair clips for maybe my godchildren and stuff like that. Might be kind of cute. So yes, very pleased with that. Now, I'm having an issue, which is that I cannot find any of my pairs of concert shoes. So I tend to, for concerts, wear heels, but I don't like them too high because I feel like it throws my alignment out if I wear really high heels when I'm singing. So I have like a few pairs of really nice, like lower heels. And I was particularly looking for this glittery gold pair I have, just because I'm leaning into the Christmas theme. But I can't find them, and I can't find my other low heels. No idea where they are. They might be at my parents' house, which we're going to tomorrow, but if I get there and they're not, then I'll be in trouble. So I need to have a little think about what my backup options are going to be. I am going to pop to the shop before I get into my relaxation stretchy mode. So I might see, I need to pick up some lemon and ginger tea. I need to pick up a couple of other bits, and I might just have a look and see if they have any heels that could work as backup pair. Yeah, I don't know what I could have done with them. I'm hoping they'll be at my mum and dad's, but anyway, I'll find out when I get there. Right, so I just thought I would show you my Shakti mat. So it looks like a torture device. This is the neck pillow. Here we go. So it's got little, you see little spikes. It really is uncomfortable when you first get on it, but you do then sort of relax and it becomes less uncomfortable. But if you like shift your weight, oh, it really hurts. And getting off it, not pleasant. But it is supposed to be good for you, and I have lots of back problems. So this one will go under my neck. And then this is the main mat here. So yeah, so you can either, I am a bit of a wuss and I don't do it regularly enough to be really, really used to it. So I'll normally just wear like a thin t-shirt. So there's a little something between my back and the spikes. And you also can either put it on like the floor and have it on a hard surface, which will be a bit more intense, or you can put it on top of your mattress and then it's slightly less intense. So yes, I'm going to lie on this for a bit when I get back. And then I'm going to try and do a bit more singing. And then I am going to try and solve my shoe dilemma. And then I've got to do some things like paint my nails, do some stretches, all of this sort of thing. So I will continue to take you along for the ride. Sorry, it's a bit of a stop-start one today. But we have a gown. We have a bow. I also have to pick my jewellery that I'm going to wear. So yeah, we're going big earrings, I think, for a little bit of sparkle. And I need to decide on my makeup choices as well. And find all the little bits and bobs. So basically, I would like tomorrow to be as sort of stress-free as possible. I want to be feeling zen. So I'm going to try and get all of the practical bits and all of the decisions done today, so that tomorrow I'm just like preparing to sing basically. And yeah, that's it. So again, I'll see you in a mo. Right, so it is now about 4 o'clock in the evening. I went to a supermarket, had no luck finding suitable shoes. So I am hoping I'm going to find shoes when I go to my parents' tomorrow. But if not, I will have to rush to a shop and get something suitable. It does mean I don't get to measure them with the dress, but I mean, I think it'll be fine. Only the people in the front row can see your feet anyway, so it's all good. And other than that, I've done my stretches and everything. I've been doing some other bits and bobs. I've used one of those, you know, they're like for when you have muscle tension. It's like a ball with spikes in it. I used one of those for like a sore spot I've been getting under my shoulder blade, which I feel gets really aggravated when I'm doing oratorio or concert work where you have the book, just because the position your arm is in for the whole time you're singing. And that really helped. It was uncomfortable, but it felt like a lot freer after doing that, so that was good. So I might do that again later. And the shaxi mat I've decided I'm going to do before I go to bed. But I thought I might show you my vocal tubes, which is another thing that I'm going to be doing today, and that I have done a bit already. I will warn you for when I do it that last time I did it, Nala was really kicking off, so she doesn't like the sound. So she's waiting outside the door. I had to come and hide in here because I was going to do this downstairs, but she wouldn't stop barking. Now, these are helpful for lots of singers. You basically put them in, so I've got a little cup here with some water in, and you do sort of vocal exercises into them. I'll show you in a second. And it's, I mean, the people who make them say it's a form of vocal rehabilitation, so it's a way to use your voice without putting a lot of pressure on it, and it's supposed to help if you've had vocal problems. To like build back some strength and resilience in your voice, and also, or if you've been ill or whatever. So obviously I've been ill, but for me, I've been using these since so I may have mentioned this in a video before, I don't know. When I had COVID for the first time in 2020, I wasn't particularly ill or anything. Like, it felt like having like a nasty flu-y thing, but yeah, I wasn't seriously ill, but it like really did damage to my voice, and I've never been able to sing the same since then. So it really changed things for me. And I could sing, I felt before I could just turn up and sing whatever, and now it's not like that at all. Like, I'm much more limited in what I can sing. I feel like I can rely on my voice a lot less. The whole top part of my range just disappeared when I had COVID, and it's never come back. So yeah, it's been sort of, in terms of singing, it's actually been a really rough couple of years for me. I've kept singing, and I've been very careful about the work that I've agreed to do. But I basically went from being a soprano and singing all this big high stuff to now I'm a mezzo, which I was a mezzo when I was younger actually, and I enjoy being a mezzo, but I still do not have the consistency and trust in my voice that I had before. And as such, I find singing very stressful in a way. There are obviously elements of performing that are stressful, but yeah, I now feel like a lot of pressure when I'm performing, and I dread it for ages beforehand, which didn't used to happen. So yeah, so I've been on a bit of a journey the last few years, just trying to get back to a place where I can enjoy it, but I also think in that time that I've been avoiding it at times. Like, I've been through periods where I've barely sung at all, because it's just a bit depressing, to be honest. But I've made a sort of resolution for next year that next year is going to be the year that I get back and start like really taking my vocal rehabilitation seriously. I've got a few things lined up that I'm going to be singing in, with flexible repertoire, so I can make it fit where I'm at the time. But I need to get back into doing more like regular work looking after my voice. Yeah, so that's going to be a priority for me next year, and this is a really good part of that, because basically you can do it when your voice isn't feeling good. So as I mentioned, I've had a bit of a cold. I've been singing lots of carols on this cold, and my voice is quite croaky. I have to sing tomorrow. I don't want to have done no singing in the days leading up to the concert, but equally, I don't want to make my voice worse. So vocal tubes is just a way you can do a bit of singing without putting pressure on. So it's just like a tube. It's made of like some sort of rubbery substance. It has this curved end and the flat end, and basically you put it in the water, and then you just sing. There are lots of different things you can do, but what I've been doing, because I spoke to a specialist early on in my COVID sort of recovery thing, and they said that a lot of people, or at the time, they thought that a lot of people were experiencing this lung damage even when they hadn't been really ill. But often it's to a degree where you wouldn't necessarily notice it unless you were doing things that really that you utilised above a certain lung capacity. So it's like if you're a singer, obviously, or if you play a wind instrument or something, you use your breathing apparatus. You like learn to manage it so that you can get the most out of it. Or like if you play sports or swim or whatever. So they at the time said to me, like, there's probably a lot of people who have this, but it's just they don't do things where it's that noticeable, so you can sort of go about your day-to-day life easily enough and not notice it. So I do think there's probably like a little bit of lung damage there, which is why this is so good, because this helps to bring back it helps to improve your sort of lung capacity. So my hope is, because at the moment I have done this too intermittently for it to really be useful, but I'm going to try and get into doing this most days. That's going to be my New Year resolution, alongside other things, in the hope that I can just start to build back that joy in singing that I had before. I'm not bothered about, you know what, in terms of career-wise, I've sung in some amazing places. I've sung some amazing music, like things I could only have dreamed of doing as a younger singer. So it's not even about, like, I'm not looking to pursue that so much. I just want to be able to enjoy singing again. It's very tied up. I think I know a few people watch who are musicians. It's just like so tied up in your identity when you're a musician, I think. I just want to find the beauty in that part of my life again. But sewing was very important because I basically started learning to sew a few months before I got COVID for the first time. And when I was really going through it with my singing, I got so much joy out of sewing, and also it was like a creative outlet. So it has been a godsend to me, but I now feel like, okay, I need to like get focused on my singing again. Anyway, I'm blethering. You just want to watch Vlogmas. You don't want to hear all this. So I'm putting it in the water. And then if you can just take an exercise like, just simple. And you go. And so on. So you can do that with varying degrees. You could do a longer scale, or you could do things that cover more range. You could do things that are faster. You can sort of do whatever. And it really helps me to focus in on my breathing and my support. And it feels quite good on the vocal cords. So so that's another thing that I'm doing the day before a concert, and I will take this with me, and I will be doing this backstage probably at the concert as well, or just before it starts. It's just a useful little bit of kit. I remember I got a message from my friend who her daughter's my goddaughter, and she said they'd watched a video on YouTube. I can't remember what it was, but it was like in looking inside people's handbags or whatever, and one of the people that they had on the video was an opera singer, and she had these tubes in her bag, and my friend messaged me being like, Annie wants to know if you have those tubes, because we've just seen them on this video. And I was like, I do have those tubes. So I think that's just a little bit of kit that singers like to use. So yes, anyway, I am really going off on a tangent today, blethering away. I have my dress. I have some jewellery to go with it. I'm just having some little sparkly earrings. I have my bow for my hair. I've sorted out all my makeup that I'm going to take with me. I found a garment bag for the dress. The only thing I don't have is shoes. So the plan now is for tomorrow that I'm going to get up. We're going to get up nice and early. We're going to drive over to my parents, check out the shoe situation. If the shoes aren't there, I'm going to go into town, buy some blooming shoes, go back, do all my get ready stuff, go to the rehearsal, have the show. So there'll be no sewing tomorrow. I might have some rehearsal content for you, but then the performance is in the evening. So yeah, as I said, by the time I get back, I'm probably not going to be posting anything, but I will try and post some stuff for that for the next day. I don't know what the filming situation is going to be, so don't come for me if I don't get anything, but I'm going to try to get some rehearsal footage. And yeah, thanks for being along for the ride. Sorry for rabbiting on about singing for ages. You probably are thinking, I just want to hear about sewing, Sarah. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.